Hey everybody, my name is Derrick from Battleborn Batteries. We're here today with One Strange Adventure. They're coming to us all the way from Virginia, a new brand partner with us, and please introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm Harold Strange.
And I'm Cindy Strange.
They're coming to us. They just started full-timing not too long ago. And what do you guys feel like? I know you got a couple of kids that are around that high school age. How did that kind of decision get made with the kids, and how is that kind of going?
Yeah.
Well, originally our house had a water leak, and we had to move out of the house in order to fix it.
Okay.
So we already had the camper. We went on a 3-week trip, and we didn't miss the house. So
Kismet.
Yeah. It was kind of our sign, right?
Yeah.
And so with the water leak, we were like, okay, we got to fix the house anyways, and we might as well sell it.
There's never going to be a better time to sell it.
That's fair.
It's completely renovated. Let's go.
Meant to be.
Yeah, it was meant to be. So we've been on the road for about a year now.
A little over a year.
A little over a year in our momentum.
Gotcha. And on your travels, is it kind of what you expected, keeping up with life, work, kids, schoolwork, all that kind of good stuff?
Yeah, school was a little different because when we had a home, they went to public school.
Yeah.
Now they actually do online high school.
Oh, I was gonna say, are you guys teachers now as well?
No.
They actually attend Whitmore Academy.
Okay.
So it's an online, fully online. They have their own teachers, their own guidance counselors.
No kidding.
Yep.
But juggling work and trying to go out and shoot content
Sure.
and travel and stuff like that, it can definitely be a juggle, but it's more than what we expected. It's so worth it.
So, out of all your trips so far, you guys have been all across the East Coast so far. I've given you plenty of guff about getting to the West Coast where we're at over here. What do you guys feel some of your favorite adventures have been so far, and as just starting?
Well, for me, I loved Maine.
Maine?
That was my favorite stop so far. I believe.
Why? Why did Maine do it for you?
Well, we went in the fall.
Okay.
So being up there with the trees and having like all the leaves change and and all of that is just magical.
And Acadia National Park is
and then Acadia
amazing.
is just great. And then we actually like to paddleboard. So in Nagunquit, Maine, they actually have the river that goes between the ocean and the regular land.
Sure.
And it has plenty of paddleboarding opportunities. So.
It's been great. We actually differ a little bit because she loves Maine.
Okay.
I really enjoyed the Florida Keys.
Gotcha.
I knew you were going to go there.
Yeah. I mean, I loved it down there. Like it's just
two totally different worlds.
Two totally different worlds. I mean, you got 80 degrees every day.
Yeah.
You're at the ocean, clear water. It's just beautiful down there.
Looks like you guys are going to be fighting north versus south here on the West Coast.
Well, I mean, what we do is we go to Maine in the summer.
Yeah.
Keys in the winter.
Okay, I gotcha.
But I don't know. Now we're in Reno, and
we got to work to the West Coast.
Like now we have to make sure we stay here because it's beautiful.
So I mean, on that, I mean, our motto for Battleborn Batteries is get out there, stay out there.
Yep.
Now you guys are one of us.
Yeah.
You guys ready to live this life?
Trying.
We're ready.
Yeah.
We just got to get this thing installed.
So when you start heading out, I mean, do you guys have any kind of plan? Is there some structure to this, or is it like gone with the wind, see where we end up?
No, because what we have to do is we have to balance work. And so we have to make sure we have solid internet.
Sure.
And we work on East Coast time no matter where we're at.
Gotcha.
So we have to have internet. We have to have a plan. And so coming out this way, we definitely have a plan as we go across the country.
Sure.
Like we have to have a structured travel.
Yeah. And so boondocking, we would love to do more of it, but we're going to have to make sure we research the area that we're going to boondock to make sure we can still work.
I mean, there's some cool stuff these days. You can get like the Starlinks and stuff like that to get you internet.
We're working on it.
Still got to survive to get to that level.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And it's just a great way that you guys can actually be on the road, working full time, and still get to go anywhere you want and do whatever you want.
That's right.
And for right now, we get off at 1-ish, about 2.
That's pretty nice.
And then we can go explore every evening and not have to worry about spending just the weekend exploring.
So what's your guys' channel mantra? Like, what's your guys' feeling towards that side? Like, what is going to be your guys' mantra along with now, get out there, stay out there?
Yeah, so I'm wearing it on my shirt. We read a book, and one of the quotes that kind of stood out to us was, if you're not changing it, you're choosing it.
Yeah.
And so we went with choose change.
Yeah.
Because that has been, like, basically for the last year and a half, that has been what we've been doing.
Yeah.
You know, we've been going completely against the grain of what, the normal family does and what our culture says is normal. So we've been we've been choosing change for a while now, and it's pretty cool. It's led us to some places that we never thought we would be.
Yeah.
Well, I know you guys said some of your upcoming trips. I've already tried to point you in a couple different troublemaking directions.
Right.
The next one, tell us about your upcoming trips. Like where are we headed from after you guys leave Reno, Nevada?
So we're going to go to Quartzsite first to do our install.
Yep.
Yep. And then from there, we're heading back. We're going to be in Arizona for a little while, and then we're heading to Texas, back to the East Coast, and we will be back to the West Coast by the fall.
Okay. And what's the next trip towards the West Coast going to look like? What is that? Are we doing a huge loop around the entire U.S.?
We're going to be doing a huge loop. We're wanting to hit like South Dakota, Montana, and then coming back down. We'll be back in Albuquerque for the hot air balloon fiesta.
Sure.
In October.
Yep.
So that's our
boulders.
That's our main goal is the balloon fiesta.
We have big things that we have in our schedule, and then
events.
we kind of work around that.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So I mean, have you guys haven't done any of the West yet? You told me this is your first time just getting over to the West Coast.
Yeah, you guys are our farthest western point so far.
I gotta say, I'm very proud to be that. I'm very happy that you guys can do that. And with your kids and your family, like, how does that feel? How are they adapting to this? Because this has got to be a big change for them as well.
I think that they are enjoying it.
Yep.
It took a while for us to learn to let them come when they want to instead of come to everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things that we go out and do that they don't necessarily want to do. And so we definitely had to learn that everybody has to have their own experience with this lifestyle.
So if you were to give advice to other families that are trying to come up with this, trying to figure out a good way to do this, what would be some advice to somebody that doesn't think this is a possibility, that doesn't think that this is something that they can accomplish?
Yeah.
Well, for me, I would say that if you have kids, let them help choose where you go.
That's fair.
So that they can be involved. Because when they're involved, they have invested interest and then they actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Versus just saying, hey, we're going to go there and just shove them in that direction. Like, it doesn't bow well.
Yeah. And for me, like, you have to do your research.
Yeah.
We acknowledge that this lifestyle isn't for everyone.
Yeah.
It just isn't. And there have definitely been times where, the unexpected hits us. You're living in an RV that is prone to, things going wrong. You got to fix stuff a lot and things like that. So you need to do your research and you need to be fully invested in the people that you're going to be with. Need to be fully invested.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you might be setting yourself up for failure.
Well, I've given your kids plenty of a hard time since I've met them as well. I couldn't even convince them to get on this podcast with them to give them more of a hard time.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're really enjoying this life so far. Super excited to have you guys on the team. Really excited to see what else you guys are coming up with. I mean, I get to live a little vicariously through you while we're grinding out in Reno.
That's our goal.
That's the goal?
That's right.
Well, I know the world wants to see it, so please do subscribe. Strange One Adventure. One Strange Adventure. Check them out. Keep up with their trips. They're going to give us some great stuff that we're really looking forward to. And thank you guys for coming and visiting us in Reno.
Thanks
for having
us here.